So I was in an area where we were kind of a ways out there from society and from other missionaries from the mission headquarters, I guess, and I was with a missionary who had been out in the mission for about 3 months, so I was his second companion, and he was a little bit hard to get along with. Real jokester, real prankster, and there were a lot of times that I would do something that was a little bit embarrassing, but I felt like he would blow it completely out of proportion. He would just not let me forget about some of the stuff that was, you know, I would have liked to have just forgotten about it and moved on and whatever. And missionaries might have someone like that who just thinks that he's just really funny when sometimes he's not. But his name was Elder Principe, which in Spanish means Elder Prince. Yeah, you can blank that if you want. That would be funny. But there was a time actually when we were visiting a member and we were trying to bring them back to activity, and they were taking a very long time to come out and visit with us, and in the meantime, and while we were waiting for them, their probably 4 or 5-year-old son was coming out, had come out and was playing around with an airplane or something, and just playing around with some little toy or action figure. And we had waited for so long that my companion got up to play with him. And we were sitting, the two of us on a couch, and their son was over there. And there was just this glass table right here. And it had 3 legs. And he got up and he just barely almost brushed it with his foot. And what we didn't realize was that this big glass plate was actually just sitting, just resting on a tripod, basically, on 3 legs. So as he got up to brush it with his foot, he knocked the whole thing over, and it broke into probably about 5 or 6 pieces with just this complete shatter. And I was mortified. He probably just laughed. I think he was just kind of smiling sheepishly and grinning, but I was mortified. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just broke this inactive family's glass table. And my eyes must have been the size of watermelons. And he was just grinning a little bit. And I'm sure that as they walked in the room, they must have thought I did it, because I was looking so terribly terrified, and he was just kind of sitting there smiling. So after that was kind of my payback on him, was that from then on, anytime that he would come after me with an embarrassing thing or a silly thing that I had done, I would just get after him with, "Hey, Elder Principe, you remember that time when you stood up in their house and you just got this crazy look in your eyes and you threw their table over and you yelled, 'Table!'" So I did never let him live that one down. It was we went back and forth on that one a lot. And the best part about it was that he spoke English. He was a Hispanic companion, but he spoke a lot of English, so I was able to remind him in English, and I could do it anytime during the day that I wanted to. I was like, "Hey, Elder Principe, yeah, Elder Jones, table!" And he would just roll his eyes, but I got him back. So that was my story. Got the prankster right back with his prank.